you, Bob. So I get the pleasure of announcing the winner of the George Naimey Award for Outstanding Customer Service. And as I was listening to presentations today, so Bob talked about how important our people are, and that's really the most important asset that we have, which I don't think any of us could argue with. Tom talked about the number of items we put in the basket last year and how that number was growing, which we can't do that without people in our stores that are actually talking with our customers and giving them what they're looking for, and then even what they're not looking for sometimes, or they didn't know they wanted. And so that's a point of pride for me. I think one of the reasons I've continued to work at Hannaford for so long is because of the people that I work with, and that's people in here, and that's the people that work within our stores. There's a gentleman that Bob just talked about, George Naimey, who's sitting right there, who I'll ask to join me in a couple of minutes, who decided to retire in 2010, George, is that right? When that happened, the decision was made to say, hey, how do we take somebody like a George, who really exemplifies everything we look for in somebody that's handling the care of our customers, and honor his legacy in a way that's meaningful. And so that was the year that we created the George Naimey Award for Outstanding Customer Service. So I'd like George to join me so I could talk a little bit about the criteria for the award. George's gonna help me, so if I get this wrong, you can help me out, all right? So I'm gonna read this off the paper so I don't miss anything. And this is all in service to George, so here we go. The associate is a role model for excellent customer service, delivering friendly and appreciative solutions for our customers every day. The associate inspires all associates to greatness and treats all others respectfully and fairly. The associate represents the company well and exemplifies our values. I think all of us can probably say, those of us that know George does not work for us any longer, but you would never know it, and he continues to represent our company well. They champion the Hannaford brand and strategy, and they're an asset to the community, enthusiastically participating in store events for nonprofit organizations. So, George, thank you for inspiring us for this award and for all you've done and continue to do on behalf of Hannaford. So before I announce the winner for this year, it's important to know that all of our retail associates are eligible for this award, and so the person that wins this award is picked out of a group of over 23,000 associates, so it's a really big honor. Every store every month picks a service star for the month, and then every store at the end of the year picks a service star winner for the year, and then there's a service star winner picked for the district by the district director of operations, and then there's one picked for the division, so then there's two, and then Bob and team have the challenging task of taking those two individuals and picking one for to represent the entire organization. This year's winner is from the Forest Avenue store, and her name is Danika Frechette. And Danika, I'm going to say a few things about you, and then I'm going to have you join us. So I actually got the pleasure of meeting Danika in my prior role when I was in merchandising. Danika worked in the kitchen in the Forest Avenue store, and we had a great time then. She was always willing to try whatever crazy thing we were throwing her way with a smile, and so I really appreciated that at that time. Tim Perry did a great job writing up Danika's nomination letter, so I thought maybe I'd read a couple of his bullets versus coming up with my own. So Danika is everything you want in an associate. She's dedicated, flexible, friendly, sincere, funny, caring, passionate, and exudes our strategy every second of every day she works here. When we opened our kitchen, Danika was a natural choice, being the leader that she is, and she helped us open with great success as one of the assistant managers. It wasn't long before Danika was traveling all over New Hampshire and other main stores training kitchen associates. Our kitchen corporate team saw and loved her energy too. On any given day, Danika can be seen buzzing around our store, talking to associates and customers. Somehow she knows everyone's names, what's going on in their lives, and offers a hand if needed or just an ear sometimes to listen. Danika always credits others, recognizing a job well done and appreciating her teammates. It's magical to watch as it just comes so natural to her. And Tim goes on to talk about, how often he uses Danika as an example in huddles for associates to help them understand what good customer service really means and the impact that it can have on our customers. And in the letter, and I'm going to read this, I'll try to read it. In the letter, there's an excerpt from a customer, and it really, for me, punctuated just how powerful customer service is. And our associates really are the ones that get our customers coming back time and time again. And I think the letter from this customer really signifies the power that our associates can have, and they don't even realize that they're having it. So I'm going to read this, I think. I'm hopeful that this experience, this is the letter from the customer, I'm hopeful that this experience makes its way to the very top of our company. My son Chandler and I were running nearby Back Cove and went into the Baxter Street location to buy a small cake. The two ladies at the bakery were so helpful and sweet. We chose a small white cake and asked them to write, "Happy Birthday, Adam." After she did so, she packaged it and turned to ask, "Do you want me to add a Superman decoration on it?" Chandler and I thought that would be perfect, as our friend Adam was a Joker from the time he was a tiny boy. It was then that I shared with them that this cake was to celebrate the birthday of Adam and his life, as he would have been 22 years old yesterday. Unfortunately, he passed tragically 2 years ago, and we were planning to eat the cake as a family after dinner to celebrate his life. Danika and her coworker were clearly touched and told us the cake was on us. I was so touched I cried, as did my son. Danika asked to hug me, came around, and did so even after I apologized that we were sweaty after running Back Bay. Little did they know how much that tiny little cake and their kindness made to my son and to me. What I did not tell them was that Adam sadly took his life. I wish so much he could have seen the loving kindness surrounding him during his time of darkness. The kindness like your team displayed truly makes a difference in others' lives. They had no idea we were struggling when we approached them and made the world of difference, all by taking such care of us and our little tribute cake to a very special life. We can't thank you and your team enough. Please remind your people what a huge difference their kindness makes, even when they have no idea what a customer is faced with. It truly did for us. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. So, Danika, thank you for all you do. Please come up to accept the award.
recognizing me for this award, and it means so much to me. Also, I just go into I go into work every day with a smile on my face, and if things get hard, I just say Hakuna Matata because I love like Disney movies and everything like that, and it just gets you through the day to just sing a song or put a smile on your face, and that's what I do every day. Thank you.